Okay.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome back. If you're still listening.
Week 3.
Week 3 of Spooktober.
Dude, it's a long month because of someone with science made the calendar.
I need to check if I get paid 5 times. Or
literally, when we said that at the beginning, like before, I was like, "Oh, it's 5."
Yes.
I was like, "Wait, do I get paid extra?"
Please, yes,
dude.
Because there's like twice a year, I think, where we get like
an extra check, bro. You're just signing them.
They're just endless out
Sign
the door.
them and send them.
They're out.
Send it out the door.
Put the
we
check by my
are
name.
doing a quiet place.
Nice. Should we whisper the whole episode?
No, because it's
We
impossible.
fucking couldn't do it.
Everyone's probably praying for that so their ears don't die.
Well, literally, our wheezes are louder than our normal voices, so...
They are. They're extremely
They
loud.
are.
I know
That's how you know they're real, though.
I got the headphones on.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Bro, I'm thirsty.
Yes.
I want to get it going.
We're ready.
I'm ready.
Roll it!
Let's get it.
Okay, oh.
How many times is this shit going to spill on me?
It didn't spill.
Or like, it squirted in my hand.
Okay, yeah, but that's what beers are supposed to do. It literally looks like... I'm not going to say it.
Beers in the fucking, in the beers commercials.
They foam, brother.
What are we drinking today?
We're drinking a local beer, man. We're going all local, all quiet.
Is that what it says?
Nope. not at all. It says crisp and classic Valley beer from Wren Brewing House.
So
in Phoenix, Arizona.
Tell me why you picked this one.
Because I think of content, guys. I think ahead. So when I man the Instagram, go follow us. I think of what would look good with the Epi. And this one is just clean, quiet.
It's quiet.
Nothing loud going on about it.
There's nothing crazy happening.
I feel like it fit the episode.
Right. It's a local
right?
brewery.
It's local.
It fits.
Am I right or am I right?
You know, it's also quiet in the flavor.
It's also... You're right.
You know what it tastes
Sam,
like?
I respect that.
You know what it tastes like?
No.
Fucking flat Sprite.
Flat Sprite! The disrespect!
It does, though.
No!
It's almost like a discount White Claw.
But this one's better.
Like, what am I supposed to be tasting?
White Claw is discount White Claw.
No, because White Claw has the fizz. It feels like this is missing the fizz, but it's not supposed to have the fizz.
I get you.
But it tastes like a discount Sprite.
It's a lager.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But it tastes like Sprite. It's weird.
It just has that, like, weedy...
Is there something wrong with my taste? Dude,
so.
you know why?
Chips.
You know, no.
Bro, it's
no,
the
you know
chips.
why? I said I feel like I was getting sick. Fuck, guys. I'm out.
Oh, no.
I gotta go.
We gotta turn it off.
I can't review a beer while I'm, like, my taste buds are whack.
You're gonna hear about it.
Like, I'm gonna go eat In-N-Out and probably be disgusted.
No, never. Never.
Don't talk about it like that.
Don't talk about it now like that. No spawns.
I wish.
Please, endless protein burgers.
Bro, Quiet Place.
Bro.
We saw this a long time ago together.
This is old homie movie.
Old homie movie, man.
This was our... Was it? No, Black Panther.
I'll never forget the Black Panther movie experience.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, totally unrelated to Spooktober and what we're doing right now. But me and Sam have had some weird movie experiences.
That shit was disgusting.
Like
I'll never go back to that theater again.
Yeah,
they claim they're redoing it. Remember?
Nope. I've been there recently.
We said that though. We were like, we'll never be back there again. Literally 2 weeks later, we were fucking there watching Truth or Dare.
Spooky! Why are we doing that?
It was like legitimately 2 years ago in this month.
Dude.
I think it was October-ish.
Dude, once you hit the 2-year mark on your friendship, you're friends for life.
Dude, it's Facebook official. It's everything.
Bro.
This movie came out. This movie came out actually in August, but I feel like we probably saw it right away.
No, we did. I think the week it came out, we saw it.
Yeah, we were John Krasinski high.
Well, because all the hype around it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a new concept. It's a horror movie that's like, is it aliens?
Yeah. Just like Hush was last week.
Yeah.
You know, with a, quote, new concept. Now we have... I mean, I can't really
No, you're right. This idea has probably been done
with
before.
cinema and how big it is. I can never say it's a new like unless I'm like a fucking major and I can
we haven't seen them all, and we don't like. I'm sure there's a movie in Japan that's like done this.
And exactly. So I never try to say it is where it isn't, but this movie was new for the time. I mean, and John Krasinski was big at the time. He was doing those. What was a war movie? Fucking.
The war movie?
Yeah, he did.
Dunkirk?
No. I forgot what it was. He was an executive producer on Manchester by the Sea.
I think he was getting his little producer feet wet.
This was his like I'm graduating from The Office type thing.
I know, but I think that was also the hype, was that like, whoa, John Krasinski is doing a horror movie?
Right, like we got to see it.
He's directing it and he helped write it. God.
My mind just fucking blew. I'm happened? On Rotten Tomatoes. He's in Jarhead.
Bro.
As a corporal.
I can see that though.
What the fuck? I gotta go rewatch.
I'm sorry, Jakey. I'm sorry.
Dude, you disrespect Jake like
I know, bro. We have to do the whole
Jake
we have to hold the filmography.
Why isn't that movie? 13 hours. There it is. Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
Oh,
it was the Michael Bay one.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and now he's Jack Ryan.
Yep, on Amazon. I haven't watched it. People say it's really good.
No promo. I'm surprised you don't watch that. You have Amazon.
Dude, I don't have time for fucking TV shows.
So you just rewatched Black Hawk Down?
We talked about this. The time I do actually watch the television is a movie.
Yeah.
Like.
It's just scenes.
Brooke fucking watches New Girl over and over.
I mean, everyone has that.
So if we're watching that, we're watching that, if the TV's on, it's freaking New Girl, and I've seen it 100 times.
That is true. When I hung out with you at your old apartment, she was watching New Girl on Hulu.
Shake my head, dude.
Love you, bro.
I had to graduate her from The Office because first it was The Office, and I had seen this every episode 3,000 times, and I was like, "Look, we gotta move."
Well, there you go. Now you know Jim. Big ups.
God, I'm burping from this beer.
But dude, I'm smashed already.
Dude, Quiet Place 2 next year.
It's relevant, guys.
So
it's fucking our content's on point.
We haven't had a trailer though, but
well, I'm just glad that it's the same people.
But he's directing it, and he's fucking spoilers. He's dead.
Okay, so it follows the family. It's the same family.
Dude,
he's directing it.
He's dead. Can we just skip to the end because? They ain't fucking living through that.
Okay, we'll get to the end. No.
All right. Maybe it's one of my dislikes.
We'll get there. Is that one of your dislikes?
Maybe.
The ending?
I don't know.
So let's start off with likes.
But okay. Let's start with likes.
Yeah. Because this movie...
I love the concept, honestly, and it's done very well.
Yeah.
Man. And it's shot beautifully. I don't even know who does cinematography in this movie.
It is...
I can look.
It's more so a family drama set in like an apocalypse world, right? Which we've talked about this before. I think we've tried to touch on it. Like apocalypse and horror, is it the same? Is it different? It's hard to like discern the two.
I feel like
there's a monster in here for sure.
You said family drama in the apocalypse world, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see the monster right off the bat. They're not afraid of showing you what these are.
Yeah, it's kind of like
and what they can do.
The enemy isn't the monster.
But it's also not the family. It's not other families like in The Walking Dead. Blech. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I hate it.
We just always got to bring up sad shit.
I know we do. I'm sorry.
Like good shit that just turns spoiled, like milk.
Moment of silence for a Quiet Place.
Milk sitting on the counter for days.
I know. Fuck.
Oh, God. Well, I agree with you. I love... Man, it's the beginning. The whole first shot, it just sets everything up.
Yeah, because it starts with not a countdown, but like a timeline of
the days. Yeah. I'm like
it's not like it's not day one, so you're not here when shut the fuck up. How can I calculate? We started on day 89, and they're scavenging, bro.
And then it goes to like what 3 something.
It like past a year.
So we're like over a year.
A year after day 89. So they're almost 2 years deep, or 2 years deep.
Is it, or is it 350 from 80? Like
ooh,
89, 357 minus 89.
I don't know.
Like so 2 something.
Oh, you're right.
Like it was 200 days since that.
I can't do math. Why are you asking me?
It's just exactly why I hate that part.
We're on live.
It could have just been 6 months later.
Okay, so you want like 28 weeks?
Yeah, it could have just been a simple. They had to make. I'm like doing the math in my head.
Yeah, all right. Like, what day are we on?
There's an amazing concept about this film, though, that to make a film that will make everyone shut the fuck up in the movie theater.
You said that when we left the theater.
Yeah, it
was like quiet.
It was dead quiet the whole time.
Thank God.
Yeah.
One, because
people are getting worse, dude, in movies.
Yeah.
I'm about to go see Joker and Ad Astra. Oh shit. I didn't see Ad Astra. You want to come?
Yeah, thanks. You saw it
here. This weekend, I think I'm going to do the double feature, bro. The movie hop. Remember that?
Dude, it's been a while.
But I won't movie hop. I'll literally walk out and buy the next ticket.
Okay.
I'm not that cheap.
Man, high school, man.
I don't remember. We used to do that
I did that with like The Dark Knight and some other movie. I forget which.
We used to always movie hop or buy like one and then go to the scary movie.
Yeah. And
then they would check you. They would be there checking your ticket.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Security's getting crazy.
They don't do this with this one anymore, though.
But, I think I'm going to do that. But people are getting worse and worse, man. I swear. Really I'm in the theater. There's like having full-fledged conversations. It's like...
On their phones. They'll take phone calls. They ain't afraid.
I know, dude. We were in one. It wasn't Black Panther or anything, but I don't remember. The guys literally answered his phone. I remember we were in the theater.
Me and you?
Yeah. And I just looked at you. We didn't even say anything. I just looked at you.
Jurassic World.
Was it?
Bro, it was Jurassic World.
It was like down on the right.
Pod days, we wanted to do Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's probably what killed Pod in the beginning. We were like, yeah, we can do this.
Yeah, dude. I was like, how is this guy just taking a phone call?
Yes, that was Jurassic World.
Oh, my God. That movie was trash anyways, so I didn't care.
You got a flashback there just for you guys. We brought that up.
God.
But yeah, no, this one definitely made you focus on details of the movie. Like right away in the beginning scene when they're in that pharmacy, the chips, the bags of chips weren't scavenged because they make noise. And immediately I focused in on that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he had a lot of really good visual cues of like this world, like the newspapers, which I don't know how they got printed, but...
It's Hollywood,
I guess. But it's apparently not. It's okay. So it's 89 days.
Yes.
I assume it's 89 since this monster invasion.
Yeah.
So it's literally been, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
30 days. We'll just say 60.
Yeah, 90 days is
3 months. It's been 3 months.
3 months. Yeah.
People are all dead that quick, bro. I want to know more about this. I hope 2 is a prequel.
Not if it's... if it's the same family, yeah. It's like, what were they doing in the day?
He could be alive! I'm out. Hey.
That's it. That's the podcast. Like,
dude, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, because he's
he wants to be in it.
He wants to be itching. He's like, can I get in? Like, can I jump in?
He's like, fuck, I killed myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll talk about that scene later.
Fuck, dude. It's a prequel. I'm calling it right now.
There comes a point where, like,
it's gonna be more war-y action.
So much information. Like the secrecy of it is what
I know. It's good, but like, but those monster things, it almost could be just like a generic Cloverfield movie, almost.
Well, I'm glad it didn't go that route.
I know. I'm saying, but that's maybe what they'll do with 2.
I know, but I hope they don't.
What are they going to do? The same concept, though?
I think that's why I'm looking at my notes. I think that's why they did this movie the way they did, because they don't keep the monster a secret. They, give you little bits of history on his whiteboard. There's questions regarding, like, they don't hunt in packs. Yeah. And we see that. Like, they're only single. I think at the end there might be 2, I think.
Well, there's a bunch at the end coming, but, like, we don't know how their, like, ecosystem works.
But they're drawn, because they're drawn to sound, they're not, like, helping each other out. Like, hey, like, you heard that?
And he's very detailed.
Very detailed.
But how did he get all that detail? It would be cool to experience him going through those tests, those trials.
No, because we already know. Like, watching this movie, that's one of my likes about it. Watching this movie, seeing the little details he puts with the chips, the bag of chips, and no one's taking them. The Monopoly game. I pieced together how they came to this.
But the second movie comes out, and you're going to do the exact same movie?
No, obviously not. It's gonna be like, fuck, I don't know.
It's gonna be the same thing, just them killing them. Like, that wouldn't be as fun. I don't know. I feel for me personally, it should have just been a one-off.
Yes, I was honestly surprised that they were making a sequel. It shouldn't
have a second movie, but I think they're gonna go prequel, or they completely scrap the whole thing and maybe do like a different family in a different area.
Damn it. That's just like a mine.
Like an I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Like someone in New York, right?
But those
they're like in the
stories. Are you talking about the like side videos on the DVD?
Oh, what?
Was
there like little Easter eggs there? I didn't.
No, there was like, if you have, I forget what volume of the DVD or edition of the DVD it is, but there's special features where they made like animated shorts of the
Quiet
virus.
Place? No,
sorry.
I Am Legend. Okay, I was like way confused.
Yeah, I know. They made little shorts of animations of like someone in Japan,
different cities,
and like someone in Iraq. I think there was like an army veteran, which I love.
I've never seen that. I'm gonna have to
amazing.
Look at that.
You have to look it up.
I know there's alternate endings, but I didn't know that.
Yes, but I kind of want more studios, more films, especially this one, to do that. Of like, don't be afraid to release a short film on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Even on the DVD, like, hey, this is what. I know. They need that money.
They won't. If it would only happen if like someone like partnered with John, like a famous YouTuber, and was like, hey, I want to do like a short, and John was like, I'll be charitable.
No, it's Warner Brothers. They need to give him the
Paramount, dude.
Paramount? I thought it was Warner.
Paramount.
I'm thinking of Nolan. Sorry, I was reading.
Warner Brothers probably owns them, so fucking
conglomerate. You know?
But I don't know. I think it should be a one-off. I don't know if I agree with the second one until I see a trailer. It's gonna be very interesting, because if it is a prequel, I'll be kind of excited. But if it's like a actual sequel, it's like, wow, okay, they fucking lived, cool. It's like, now what?
Okay,
it's the same old story. Or are they gonna go and like kill the mothership? Like, it's not meant to be.
You don't want to see
that. It's not meant to be this huge adventure. It's meant to be about family and like surviving with your family, not fucking Edge of Tomorrow, Emily Blunt.
Well, they have the baby.
He's he's Jesus.
What? he's the Antichrist.
He's like this chosen one.
Yeah.
Spoilers for our Star Wars special coming up.
Oh my god! Don't even remind me. I'm over that prequel. Please be done already.
Okay, so fuck it. The likes. We're going back. We're coming back around. Yeah. The likes. I love the opening shot, like you, and the little details in this movie, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. The little details, so we can scatter that like across the whole fucking film.
Well, details. It shows you the family dynamic. You get that. Okay, the daughter is deaf, so she was raised knowing sign language. That's why the family knows it.
Right. So it would make sense why they would live.
Yeah, exactly.
Or be more.
Exactly, and the movie.
Because if me and you were doing it, we'd be like.
Right.
Like,
or
what
it's
the
like
fuck are you
we
doing?
Wouldn't be good at it, or be very basic.
Yeah.
And then it immediately is not afraid to kill a kid.
Love the first that I love it. It sets up like the stage and the consequences of making noise. Although the movie kind of cheats noise. Like, we don't really know like what. Well, okay, we know these monsters have better hearing, but we don't know to what extent, because like. They knock the lantern down and it makes noise, and nothing comes.
Get drawn near it.
They got because the raccoon died.
Yes, that was a dislike of mine.
The raccoon.
It did not. That was not necessary.
He had some cheapy jump scares.
One, it was a jump scare. Two, why you gotta show that? I love raccoons. They're my favorite animal. You don't gotta do that. But no, yeah. So like, they heard it obviously.
Yeah, but then you have like. I'm trying to think of another one. I don't know. Like he's under a fucking mattress, and I can't 100% believe that room is like foolproof. So
yeah, or the scene where the basement is flooding and she's right in front of it.
Right. So I just don't know, because it shows the detail of the monster.
Aliens. I think they're aliens.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I would doubt.
Krasinski confirmed.
Aliens.
In an interview. Yeah, extraterrestrial.
I mean, they look Stranger Things like. With the whole head thing.
He banked on that, man.
Yeah. He was like, good show.
Yeah. They won't know.
I think, like, they showed when the timer.
Yes.
But the timer she set and how detailed it was, and that's not like, come on. So like, I don't know what the extent of the sound is, because.
So you want more info on that, like more?
Because you're telling me this kid dies and John jumps right there. He's right there.
Right.
Like, does the alien just take him and run away, or does it like chew him up right there?
Well, he was going fucking fast.
He was coming up. But like,
so he just kept
if
going.
that thing's eating your kid right there. And you're telling me no one made a noise?
Well, that's another thing, is that I think on the board it said they don't hunt to eat. Do they need to eat, or is it kind of like? It's implied that they just they don't like noise, so they kill whatever makes noise, and so it's in order to survive. So like, they don't eat the people to survive; they just kill them off to survive.
See, there's some things to explore here, but I just don't think two.
You're right. They shouldn't have made two. We're established on that.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a completely side story if they want to go, like, the whole military adventure, like,
yeah, I need to see. I thought I heard they casted, like, a couple other people because they're going to meet new people. Because it's probably bad, but I like the whole expansive world of, like, there's other people out there. Although I'm kind of contradicting myself, because one of my dislikes... We'll get to it later because we're not there yet. We keep going back to dislikes.
I know.
I'll get there, so I'll move on.
But another like, no, that's a dislike.
Oh my! You always read your notes and you're like, "What did I write?"
No, I'm like, fuck, man. I think I enjoy more of the details in this movie. I really love the music. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But then I really love that they were smart enough to like be like, no music. Like, there's so many scenes in this movie where it's just silence.
Yeah.
And again, shuts all the people up in the movie.
And it makes you so uncomfortable. Though.
Yeah,
if you saw this in the theaters,
you know, what's the saying? Silence is loud, or silence can be loud.
Yeah, I know.
Or silence can be deafening, or something like that's Killer? Like this. That's the fucking Hush. It's literally on a poster, bro.
Fuck, my bad.
No, it's like silence can be deafening. I think it is, but
okay,
it's true because it's like, fuck, this is so. It makes it so tense, and you're just drawn into it. So, I love that. And I do think, like, overall, it's a good, solid movie. Like, it has good bones. Yeah. It's not like, hey, we're gonna go do, you know. It, like, oh, me and mom are gonna go save the world type thing. Like, that would have been too. Like, it's just like, oh, it's about a family trying to survive, and similar to what Walking Dead used to be. Like, we were just trying to survive, and now, you know, it didn't get into all the like drama and stuff. Yeah. It's just like, hey, and they're dealing with their loss of their son, which is in. So yeah, it's that right there is like just like. I love that right there.
Yeah, that was
that they're willing to do that.
Huge like of this movie for me is that. It showed you the grief and like the moving on or whatever from each family member.
How everyone deals with
how everyone dealt with the loss of this little boy who you don't even know. Like, you don't even learn about. Like, I think there's one scene of like they're like looking at a photo album or like in his room. I think they have his room still. That's huge. Yeah. That was, you know, because it's levels of a family.
Dude, your boots, very side note, they look very like Star Warsy. Yeah, like
everyone loves these
Han Solo-y, dude.
Hey, it's the socks. You know, I gotta try.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally with you. I think that right there sets up the whole movie, and you make it,
and you see it throughout. It's like threaded. And
there's little hints of
no pun intended, but intended, I guess. It's quiet. Like, it's not like in your face. It's just like there's these beautiful moments of the father and daughter, the father and son, of like, you need to tell you need to tell her that you love her. Like, she thinks it's her fault.
And that this normal, like, that's normal everyday family drama would live in this world still. Exactly. Like, the kids are kids, and they aren't going to have that higher level
and they take it hard.
Yeah, they wouldn't have that higher level of like acknowledgement, like, oh, well, maybe he's just stressed because we're in the fucking apocalypse.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like,
well, okay, so tell me if you disagree or if you have a different point to this, but when horror, because we've seen a lot of different horror movies, right? Because the genre, we've talked a lot about this, the genre is kind of changing from gory mass killer to like there's real issues here. So when a horror is rooted in like family drama, racial issues, class, like with Us, it was all about, to me it was about class. That's what elevates the movie to be memorable in the horror genre.
Yeah.
So that's what this did.
I agree with you because I would rewatch this movie.
Okay.
Like multiple times. Like I would put it on.
Like once a year? To me it's like a once a year.
Yeah, like I would literally watch, I would own it if I wanted to go buy, like, you know.
This is a movie I like diving into the behind the scenes of.
Yeah, and
this is great.
It's a world that I would be interested in, especially if it's like aliens and stuff like that. Okay. I actually would buy into it, and I just think the movie is honestly solid. Shot beautifully.
For a debut director and John Krasinski, who's like a comedy guy. Yeah.
CGI is great, and they're smart with it. They knew their budget. Yep. They put the monsters in a lot of dark places because, like, you know, it's a lot of money to fucking produce that shit. So,
my God, the monsters, when their skin, their like, head, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Like when it opens up and shit.
I think it's like a sensory thing, but do you not, like, get freaked out when you saw it?
I was like, I was uncomfortable with it, but it wasn't like.
No, I do not like it because it's like skin coming. It's like a scab coming off.
Yeah, it does because the underneath is like literal like nerves, I guess you would say. Like
I'm literally like I can't even think about it.
Yeah, it is like peeling like someone's skin back.
So, man, that's great, but
I did think Stranger Things right away.
Yes.
Just because head's opening.
Yeah,
it's nothing like the monster, but like
they do have the similar like body
shape and like movement
and skin.
Maybe they got the same fucking Netflix guy to do it. I don't know.
Hey, he keeps it cashed in. He's like, call me, make sure you know who I am. Yeah.
Hey, you know,
respect.
Big money, Paramount. Slides card across the
table.
Exactly. Dislikes, bro.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we
I think I'm done with likes. Okay. I mean,
well.
It's simple. It's a simple movie.
It is,
and it banks on its premise.
Great start, great cast.
It's still fine. I even though I was saying like, oh, it's like not a soundproof room. I like that they still bought time to do, like, have acting, like make a dialogue between each other for a little bit.
Well, then good thing we're segueing into
right, but and then some of like the. I like this aspect of like some of his like precautionary things, like the fireworks. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. I mean, like
pre-planning.
Yeah, he seems like a smart guy, and the exposition shows us that if you're paying attention to those things. Like,
and that he takes his family very seriously, and he'll do anything to protect them. And
he literally says that.
Ahead. Yeah.
Well, he's hurting from losing the son.
Yeah. Well, he tried.
He feels like it's a mistake on his part.
But also, like the scene where he dies. That's like a big, you know, he's sacrificing himself for his family, you know, cliche kind of thing. But
I know.
Yeah.
But would he have done that right away?
If he didn't lose his son, is that what you're asking?
No. Why wouldn't he do that when his son put the toy on? Didn't want to risk it.
Oh no! I think at that point
it's
too late.
Two different sounds, or what? I don't know how that would play out.
I think
this movie doesn't acknowledge that really.
It doesn't.
It doesn't acknowledge like how would a monster react if I had one guy screaming louder than the other? Like would it go to the loudest one?
Yeah, because the scene in the woods when the old guy like screams,
it's all only one source.
He runs away and that makes noise obviously, and he's like not afraid. But yeah, so it's implied to me at least that when there's a noise source, one alien goes to that one, and then if you make noise, maybe another one
comes.
Yeah, because he on the board again, he confirmed there's 5.
But he said like 3
and then he
in their area.
Out. Yeah, and then
but then there's more and more and more.
Yeah,
I mean, like you would never know.
But also, like, I wonder how he told them apart. Because they kind of looked the same to me.
Dude, prequel shit, bro.
Oh, I'm just making your case, man.
Maybe,
as soon as I said it,
maybe he was a zookeeper, dude.
Oh,
and he has tracker darts, and he shot him with it from the little.
You're onto something.
From the silo.
Work on it. First rough draft.
That was my rough draft.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mr. Paramount. I have more.
Get the pin ready.
Turn to page 20.
20. Blank check, please.
All right, I'm throwing out the big guns.
Thank you. You won't be ready for this.
John gets resurrected.
The aliens abduct him.
Everyone starts clapping. Thank you. I knew.
I'm out. All
right, for real though, dislikes.
Okay. Well, we pinpointed them kind of. Dialogue for me, it was a little amateur. It's not a huge dislike of mine, but
like their interactions
or subtitles. If I'm gonna read subtitles, can you have it be meaty?
What do you mean?
Like I wanted to have
expecting?
The only scene that was like, okay, I'm into this, I'm invested, I get it, was when he was talking to his daughter and he presented her like, she's like, hey, like she's talking about her brother dying, like fuck this basically, and he made her a new little thing. In that whole conversation. The other ones, it was just like
So you're saying the dialogue through the sign language?
Well, but also the scene in the waterfall when the son and him, sure, that scene was cool, but like
it was, there was no,
it was just amateur.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Which is not
it wasn't
bad,
pulling enough at the heartstrings,
exactly,
maybe, or enough. Yeah, because
I think he was so focused on detail of like this world, Monopoly game, chips, the waterfall, of like, that scene is very refreshing, not only because they're around water, but also
do they bang at the waterfall?
At the mom, that's a theory, right?
Have you seen that theory?
Yeah, I have. But like, it was a point in the movie where I think it was too quiet, and so he was like, "Well, we have to hear."
I think that was probably a concern.
He was so focused on that, I think he didn't, focus on. And also, this was his first one. Yeah. But he wrote it with two other dudes. I forget. One's last name is Woods, and the other's is.
So if they don't like sound, this is also this is just stuff that we're never gonna know unless they explain it. But like,
we'll see.
If like, a lot of the theories are like, why don't they live by the waterfall? Like that kind of bullshit.
Right.
Which I don't care that they live on the farm. I think it's fine. But
people are looking way too into
it. There's so many people out there that are like, this movie sucks because of all these plot holes. I'm like, it's not really a plot hole. I mean, like, you have your footing in your farm. You have all these systems, the lights. Like, how are you gonna move quietly? Tell me.
Exactly.
Like, you would literally
how are you gonna build a house by a waterfall?
So like,
quietly?
you can't. You would just like have to live under a tree. Like, So, but if they don't like the sound or they want to attack it, wouldn't the waterfall attract more? Or do you think they're like, it's too loud that they don't go near it?
Yeah, I think, like you said, this is something that we haven't gotten answered yet, but
that's what I'm curious about.
I
feel like that's a double-edged sword, oh, it's too loud, they won't hear us, but also
why aren't they
it might attract a little bit more around us.
I think it's like nature. So it's like the aliens hear that it's a constant part of the world.
Oh, so they can determine that.
Yeah, they're like, okay, this is something that's like that happens and that we can't kill.
Gotcha.
But also maybe it's like a muting effect, so it cancels out what they hear.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know we're not on dislikes yet, but another thing I'm curious about. Well, I know, but I'm saying another thing I'm curious about is like their vulnerability.
We know
that the microwave or whatever
microwaves, sound waves.
No, I mean the hearing aid wouldn't produce. It's not producing that sound.
Oh,
it's producing a frequency that like our normal ears probably wouldn't hear.
Right.
Like when she puts on the speaker, it's either like Emily Blunt like slightly hears it, but not at the magnitude
that they can hear
the aliens.
They're super sensitive to it.
Yeah, and then she kills the one.
Yeah.
Assuming because like its head's open, it's like exposed. But like, is its normal skin like very tough? Like, how did?
Or is it the sound that killed it? Because the shotgun sound is very loud to a super sensitive ear. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The sound plus the actual projectile.
Yeah, I know, right? Like made it vulnerable and therefore like just weakened their defense.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, they never touched on that either.
Yeah.
That scene is almost set up like it was set there because in a prior scene they showed that they're like indestructible almost.
I have not watched the deleted scenes to this. So.
Yeah, maybe there is a hint somewhere on like a newspaper too, like military can't.
You gotta pause and look
at military can't penetrate skin or something. Like, because that I know it's because of the hearing aid and like it's making it vulnerable.
Right.
But it almost is like a perfect segue of like oh, remember that previous thing that we thought?
Yeah.
Well, now the game's changed.
Right.
They before, we never had the whole... Usually in these movies, you have that interaction where it's like, oh, we're just going to go shoot them. And then you go do it, and it doesn't work. And you're like, okay, now we're really screwed. Yeah. And then they find the solution. This movie wasn't searching for a solution. It almost stumbles across it. Does that make sense? Because the movie's focus about just their survival, not about how do we kill these things. And then all of a sudden it turns into, we can kill these things. Yeah. I don't know if that's like a little nugget of like perfection in the movie. I'm not calling it a dislike. I'm not calling it a like.
Right.
But I'm also like,
pointing it out.
Why is that scene there? Like, is that just because they needed to end it?
Or like they needed a plot point of like, how can we get to them?
And it also kind of makes me sad that it's like almost like Paramount saw that, like, oh, number 2. Like, you know what I mean? Because like it's weird. The movie ends, for me, a lot of people like the ending. I don't really like the ending.
I thought it was okay.
I don't really like
it. It ends with her like, okay, so dislike.
Yeah. We're finally there 5 minutes.
Yeah, it ends with her pumping the shotgun and like getting ready for battle.
Emily Blunt is a godsend actress. I love her and like anything she's in.
Anything. Looper, she was on Looper.
I know.
Conspiracy Video, man. All of our pods are connected.
And probably a November pod's gonna come out, and it's gonna be Edge of Tomorrow with her and Tommy. Dude,
Cruise. I need to do that one. I love that movie.
It's so good.
So good.
A lot of theories there too. We could have a whole theory episode. She's amazing. I think she's a real badass, and I love her acting's amazing. Can I just put that on my like list?
Okay, yeah, let's
add
it on
her
there.
Acting is so good. Like when she's giving birth, fucking steps on a nail. That scene though makes you so uncomfortable.
Man, well, and they make you know that this nail is coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
But she does a wonderful job of acting that without making the sound.
Yeah.
And then the whole like fireworks, and she's able to scream fastest labor on earth, probably.
Fastest, but also like I don't believe that the monster's that close, and the
yeah, exactly. That's where you're like, what the fuck is it?
Yes.
What is this?
You're right. You have a good point there.
The movie plays again some of those disbelief things we talked about in Hush, but like maybe I'll give it to it, but maybe I won't, because it's literally in the next it's in the hallway, and she's in the bathtub,
and the fireworks just went off, and they're outside, and she's upstairs, and you're kind of like,
but does it run out? I think it runs out.
What does?
The monster.
Oh, that's right.
I think it kind of runs out.
You're right.
Maybe
but she like screamed.
I know. So it's just weird.
I mean, but this one I'll give, because they have the fireworks. I'll give it to them. I'll give it to you, John. You got it.
Dude, these things could be easily destroyed. Listen, guys. You set up a machine gun, right? You just have it shooting into the ground.
That's like, isn't that like Plants vs. Zombies?
I don't know. Yeah. They all huddle around it, right? Trying to kill it.
Yeah. Just
bomb the shit out of them.
There you go. I'm going to stick with you in Apocalypse.
Episode 2, it's coming, guys.
The sequel. We'll be there. Okay, I didn't like the scene when John, they don't name them, but his name's Lee.
His name's Lee,
yeah. He's on the top of the silo, and he lights the thing.
The fire.
And then you see, in the distance, there's a few others, so there's other people out there. What was the, like, there's no significance in that.
It doesn't come full circle.
Yeah, I don't think it was needed. Like. It wasn't needed to me. Like,
but did you notice they stopped lighting their fire?
They what?
There's a second scene, right? I believe there's 2, if I remember. There's a second one where he lights it and no one lights anything. And it's almost an indication that all of them are dying. Like, everyone around him is dying.
Okay, but what's the, like...
I know.
Yeah.
And I think they say something about that.
Yeah, but it's just like, don't have this emotional scene to not have it not mean anything.
It doesn't, because there wasn't like a neighborhood meeting where they're like, okay, light your fires every Sunday.
Or it's like a high stakes scene of like, it's my family or theirs, but they have kids too. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been great.
I know what you mean. So he could have built more on the world there. It's almost like, hey, we need to like let people know that there's other people out here.
Right.
But like, it wasn't needed, because if it wasn't there, I wouldn't care.
Exactly. Regardless. I was okay with it just being this family.
This is an isolated story.
Yeah.
I don't really mind.
Exactly.
You can leave 2 for the whole outside.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'm with you, because if maybe they did a like a fucking neighborhood book club thing, silence book club, where they're like, okay, make sure you light your fires so we know you're okay.
Yeah, like how did they all know to do? I mean, I guess when you see it, you're like, oh, okay, I want to make sure. Yeah.
I guess, but like I assumed that it would have been like an agreed upon time and day, like, hey, we're all home from our scavenging.
Yeah.
Family's okay.
Right.
If the fire isn't lit, like I'm not telling you you're obligated to come to my house, but like
no way to tell them that though.
No, but if they sign or they write it or something, and they're saying like, hey, if the fire isn't lit, like something's wrong. You can either go help or like, I mean, they assume you're gonna come help.
Yeah,
but, like,
do what you gotta do.
So that could have opened doors to this, like different parts of the movie, but I like they didn't go that route. But you're right. I don't like that it was even there because it's kind of like, okay.
Well, now what? Yeah, like, okay. Well,
like, do I care about that?
They kind of like play on it too. Of I don't know if the scene was before. I think it's before. But when the old man's in the forest, it's like, okay, there are other people out here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was like that was a good scare actually. It might have been a jump scare because of the music. But when he's walking and then you see him in the background, I like that kind of shit. That was pretty scary.
It was a surprise, and it still kind of scared you because you're like, oh fuck, because we've never seen anyone else. Yeah, so it's kind of like
up until this point, which is like 30 minutes until the movie's over.
Yeah, it's towards the end. So
yeah, it's
again, I feel like it's like, hey, we need to have like a cool scene.
Right. So it's like placed just to kind of bait the audience, but it's well done, so you give it a pass.
Yeah, you're kind of like, I'm kind of like, whatever, it's there. But does it need to be there? Probably not.
But kudos for making a good.
But it's still a scary part, and the old man's creepy. So
he's creepy, and I don't like the way his face puckers up.
And
I'm sorry.
What's really interesting is the way these people, quote unquote, speak for the first time again. They just scream.
Oh.
And I get they're trying to make the most noise.
Yeah.
But like in a generic movie, and I'm throwing on the like again. In a generic movie, they're like, hey bitch, like come over, like cussing out the alien that doesn't know English.
Oh right. Yes. How are they gonna know?
They always would say something like that, like over here, asshole.
Tough guy. Yeah, like a cool line.
But I like that they just let out probably all this pent up frustration for how long they haven't said a word.
That's a great point.
Like, imagine if you couldn't speak.
Yeah.
And you're just pissed off, like, all the time. People dying,
just
aliens.
Like, what do I do here?
Like, if that time came, I would just scream, too.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of emotion in it.
But
and John delivers that.
They could have, like, done, like, the fuck, like, they could have done that, but they didn't. They didn't do that. But also, he was in front of
That would have been so weird.
I know, it would have.
It would have been so off-tone. You're like, what?
I know, but like a lot of movies do that where it's like, oh yeah, this is great, like I feel it, it's going good, and then they just throw a like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, no, I mean, for the thing, it did work in that movie.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't. It's over.
I like it. John delivers that line.
The scream?
The scream.
Yeah, he does.
Dude, there's a lot of emotion in it.
I mean,
it's
that
weird.
was a very emotional scene.
I don't get the alien, though, that, like, is on the shed. Like, John was dead quiet.
He screamed.
No, before that, when he got hit.
Oh, yeah.
He, like, went to get, like, what was he, like, an axe or whatever?
Yeah.
And then, like, it was just chilling on the shed and then swipes at him, but he was, like, fucking silent. Again, another, like...
Maybe he was on the grass.
Oh my god. See, here's that, but freaking girls giving birth doesn't hear shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
we need answers, John. Can you answer them for us?
Dislike.
Yeah.
Zonk. Dude, I was watching this guy that was doing reviews on cars. Like, I'm just randomly watching these videos, and he calls them zonks. Because you're in the mood? Oh. I'm going to start calling them zonks.
Because you're in the mood for a new car.
No, dude.
I know you are, dude.
I'm not.
It's 2020's coming up, and you need one.
I also said, bro, how are these people still having kids? Just an annoyance of mine.
Okay.
I don't think the kid is even needed.
The baby?
The new kid. Yeah.
No, it's stakes. What other stake would there be?
I know.
Making a noise. But, like, yeah, you have to have the baby.
I don't.
But also, it brings up, this is something you get maybe after we watch, or, like, just you have to think really hard about it. But it's like, people are always like, why would they choose to get pregnant? Like, that's so stupid. It's like, you lost your child, and maybe they did have that moment of like, I'm pregnant. What do we do about it? But also, they're in an apocalypse word. She can't get an abortion.
No, like, I'm not saying I'm mad about it.
But I'm saying like, this family deals with this like, what do we do? And like this is gruesome, but like they could very well like get rid of it,
just kill it. Yeah,
but they didn't. And that's a choice they made, and they know the consequence. So that like that's a family dynamic that we get.
I like that it's there, but it's not. It's weird. It's not like a huge aspect of the movie. It's only like the final third. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't really.
The climax.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's like, it's just this little isolated story. Maybe I want a little bit more.
It sets up the second one,
but I don't want a little bit more. It's kind of like, I can't have my cake and eat it too, kind of thing.
Pick one slice.
So it's hard, but that's honestly like the only dislikes I really have. I don't really have much on it.
Mine are very little, like like the family.
Just funny things that are typical in movies.
Yeah.
That we give credit for in other movies that are bad, but then in good movies we don't give credit for.
Yeah.
That's how you guys know it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But that leads us into our shots we love.
Shots we love.
You're first.
I mean, do you have a few?
I have a couple on my mind.
This movie's very pretty. I mean,
it is pretty. Yeah.
It was a love letter from John Krasinski to like his kids, his family, and that really comes through.
Married to Emily Blunt, dude.
He's lucky, bro.
That man's a slaying. him and Jakey Jake.
Jakey Jake is single bachelor life.
I know, but I need to see them together, full beards and all, dude.
Well,
they both rock man beards.
We got Jakey with Ryan Reynolds, and look how that turned out.
Ryan Reynolds was a child.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Ryan.
Dude, look at Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal, and John Krasinski with their full man beards next to Ryan Reynolds, who never has a beard.
He's had a beard before. Guaranteed.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling hasn't had a beard.
Yes.
Actually,
but Gosling
he does
doesn't
have a beard in Notebook. Duh.
Oh, duh. What do you want?
What do you want? I love that movie.
Ryan Reynolds is a child next to those boys, dude.
Oh, my. John's is not that great, my man.
He pulls that shit off.
I don't know. Dude. Well, beard competition, maybe?
Well, Jake wins.
Jake wins full throttle.
He's built.
Dude, Leo beard, though?
Leo beard?
No, beard.
Dude, no. His is all short, shaved, sleek, I know. He pulls it off.
Are you thinking of, what's the Mountain Jakey movie?
What Mountain Jakey movie? Everest. No.
Core.
Oh yeah, that one's and long hair. But
and long hair. He's Tarzan.
Dude, come on. When Jake's is trimmed but it's flush.
No, it's top notch.
It's literally built for him. Like beards were made for him.
That man is built for anything. Let me tell you. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, shot we love.
Shot we love.
I really, I don't. We kind of veer off of this like a lot because it's like almost like a shot, not a shot, like a screenshot, but it's like a whole scene. But when the basement is flooding, and she's in there with her baby, and the monster like sinks into the water.
That's creepy.
That shit scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I was like, of course it goes in. Why would it go underwater?
Yeah, I know, right?
Of course it does.
But that gives like note to the sound of like it's comfortable down there, which is weird. It's like that's even scarier because they can do, of course, anytime a creature goes into water, you're like, fuck, they can do both.
Yeah,
like they can do water and land.
Yeah,
but and the whole room was red with the red lighting, and I just really liked that scene. It's like her in the waterfall and the monster, the alien behind it. So
dude,
that's mine.
I'm going.
Dude, Screaming John. I get it.
No, I'm not doing Screaming John. I was going to do Screaming John.
Screaming Lee. His name's Lee. Sorry.
I'm doing Kid Death, dude.
Whoa. I almost went there.
It just sets the whole tone of the movie, and it's like, it's there.
And the whole family's there.
And I love that you don't get a lot of the monster. it's so split second you can't tell.
He's going, yeah, it's almost like a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like that scene in Signs when the alien like walks across.
Fuck,
that shit
dude.
scared the shit
Signs
out of me.
literally made me traumatized. Plus,
me too.
I was legitimately 5 years old when I watched it.
Me too. I was like, I was like 8.
We moved into our new house and we had no furniture. I remember this vividly.
Oh my god.
No furniture. My sisters turned it on with our neighbors that we met.
Oh no.
Who were their age and they were new friends.
Right.
And I was literally fucking like 5, dude. And we watched it. I was so scared.
Joaquin's reaction is what got me. His acting.
I was scared for my. Oh my god, that's a throwback. Joaquin is in it.
Spooky throwback, man.
We're gonna have to do Signs.
I don't know why we didn't.
It is a creepy scene.
It's super creepy. No, that movie's creepy.
Like that movie is good.
When he comes out from under the kitchen.
Kid dying.
The door.
Kid dying.
Oh yeah. I was doing the. I thought you were talking about the Signs as well. I was like, okay. Yes.
Kid dying sets the whole tone of the movie.
That's good.
Lets you know that the movie's not afraid to kill people, even though it doesn't kill anyone else. Yeah. But you're like, well, it kills John.
Yeah.
But like you know that it's there. So.
Well, and even the sound as a part of that scene, like
it's so deafening.
As soon as you hear the wee of the toy, you're like, fuck. Yeah. It's good.
And he reacts kind of how I would react.
Just like freeze and then turn around.
Yeah, like you wouldn't turn around right away. You would like fuck, like it's over, like or
like it's not real. Like I can't be hearing that.
Yeah. So really good acting in this movie.
There you go.
And that goes into their shots.
Okay. So
did the acting pay off?
Yeah, hearing you talk, I want to know what your shots are. So you go first on this one. I need to know.
Dude, it's a 2.
Shit, I got 2 too.
Oh, nice job, brother.
We're vibing.
It's a 2 out of 5 for me. I love it. I don't know.
You said it's solid.
It's just it's a good movie, and I would rewatch it. And it's not perfect, and no movies are, but
I just need a couple warmers.
Yeah, but
pour them up.
I think it plays to its strong suits, and then it capitalizes on it, and then it also does a little bit of new stuff. But then where it really gets zonked is where I gotta stop doing that. Where it tries to do newer stuff, like expand the world or the universe, but it doesn't need to. So it's kind of like, just let the fire thing, and like all that.
It's his
other
first movie. Like he was trying to do a lot in one. You know.
Hey, but it's a great debut. So
yeah, kudos. Let's see if he keeps it going. Like Jordan Peele, the sequel. Like it doesn't have to be great, but it just like let it be passing.
Just like anything, we need new minds in industries, in all industries.
Call us.
In all industries.
Are you adding us?
And I think like Jordan Peele is successful because he's a new mind in this. He's been in that industry, but like now he's doing more. He's making movies, and he's
substantial.
And John is an actor and has been in that industry, but now he's like, we need to change.
Well, there's a parallel there too, is that they both did comedy, and so this was unexpected of them to do horror.
And they smack it. Maybe that's just like, maybe it's not good.
What,
maybe
horror?
we're just expecting it to be bad and it's good, and we're like, eh.
Oh, don't even go there. Don't go there. We got to end this episode.
We got it. But that's it for the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed A Quiet Place.
Yes,
let
Halloween's
us know.
coming up.
Yeah, dude.
What are we going to do? We got to dress up.
Apparently, we're getting trashed. I don't know.
I mean, Thirsty Thursday. What's up?
But, let us know what you guys thought of Quiet Place and how many shots you get it on our Instagram or Twitter or Facebook at The Film Crawl.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube and watching right now, you can just comment down below what you thought about it. And if you're excited, I want to know what you're thinking number 2. Maybe most of you didn't even know there was a number 2 coming out.
What would you do for a sequel
to
this one?
I'm thinking, I'm still calling prequel.
Okay.
And Podpart do a prequel episode.
Well, no, we'll have it here. If the sequel is a prequel, you got bets.
How much are we betting?
No. No, because you're right. You're right. I'm with you.
I don't know, dude. Trailer's going to come out tomorrow. Probably.
Watch. That would be freaky.
I would.
Not tomorrow, but like soon. That would be creepy.
Okay. If it comes out tomorrow, guys, we recorded this on...
You're right.
We recorded this on October 8th.
Yes.
If a trailer comes out tomorrow,
high key.
You heard it here first.
Right here. Nice job. Oh, I
thought
all right, guys. Okay,
we gotta get out of here.
That's it.
We'll see you guys next week. Couple more episodes for Spooktober.
2
and
2 more. We got some good things planned.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Spooky. All right, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks.
Bye.